Why are you doing this? Can't. No. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. I want to see like the whole. I got it figured out. Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my vlog. I'm Eli. I'm a writer currently working on my first novel. But today's vlog is going to be a little different because instead of working on my novel, I am going to be working on a short story. Right now, I have this idea that's been brewing in my head for almost 2 years now. I've done several different outlines. The story's evolved a lot, and I'm at a point where it has not changed since the last change that I made, and I really need to get this out and write this down because I am getting distracted by these characters when they're not in my novel. So I need to get them out of my head, write it down, so then I can work on my novel. Easy, right? It should be. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Okay, so this is going to be a 3-part series where this first video is going to be me outlining. Second video is writing the first draft, and third video is revising it. I do want to hopefully be able to send this to literary journals for publication, but I'm not going to get this publication ready. It probably won't be, but I might be able to have like a critique workshop with my writing group. That would be fun to do for this story. So I started this off with reading a short novella. It only took me about an hour to read, split up into 30 minutes in 2 nights. And it's called The Diving Pool. And I really liked the beginning of this story because it started with one of the 5 senses. It started with like, it's always warm in here. And I really love that because at the beginning of my short story is a 5 sense. It's the sense of smell. She wakes up, her apartment smells like rotten eggs, and it just spirals out of control from there. But what I loved about the diving pool is that it starts in the diving pool, it ends in the diving pool. It kind of revolves around it a little bit, but it goes way deeper. And the character does something. When she started doing this, I was like, why are you doing this? But I think it was just that she had so much resentment towards her parents, and especially her mother, that it was like a shock effect, but it was still like, okay, this is this character. So I love that. There's a second novella in the same book that I want to read called Dormitory. And it also starts with a sound. And then, un momento. I don't know where my book went, and it might be in my car. I have another novella called Grievers by Adrienne Marie Brown, and I've been really interested in this book as well. It's a little bit of a longer novella, so it's going to take me a few nights to get through. So since I don't know where that book is, I'll probably just read the book that I've been reading, which is Absolution by Jeff Vandermeer, part of the Southern Reach series. But before that, we got an outline. I'm going to be using the basic beat sheet, and then I have like a longer one that has important questions on. So let's get started with outlining. All right, I got my Scrivener document already. Here is my basic plot outline. I have a spot to put what that is. And then we got the trackers. Okay, here's the thing. I wish that I could get the main plot label to loop, what's it called? Like, keep going. I'll show you. It just, I have like a whole giant paragraph here, but it just stops. It doesn't like continue, and I can't make this bigger. Maybe I'll put that right here. Sorry, maybe I'll put that right here instead, but I like having it right here. Oh, now it does it because I did that in a different part. Okay, let's get rid of that then. All right, I got it. Okay, quick update because my camera is dying and it is time to go to sleep. I finished the inciting incident and the end of the beginning, which I'm really happy about. It's just the outline version of it, but I am pretty happy about it. The end of the beginning ends with a conflict, but that is not in fact conflict number one. No, it gets worse. How worse? I'm not sure yet, but it has to get worse than what it is. So basically Act 1's finished with the like very skeletal bones outline. This is nothing of like substance. So now Act 2 I think is, let me go to my sheet. Yeah, so Act 2 starts with conflict number 1, then the midpoint, then conflict number 2, and then the crisis. So maybe I can finish that. I don't know if I'll be able to finish that tomorrow because I'm going writing tomorrow night. So maybe Thursday, and then Friday I can finish Act 3. And then start writing the first draft. I don't know, I won't really have time on Saturday or Sunday, I don't think so. I was gonna try to have this be like write a short story in 1 week, but that I don't think is going to be doable with my schedule and everything. When I first started this outline vlog, it was like back in January, and it's now March. I only finished the first act, and that's okay because I went to AWP a couple weeks ago and I learned a lot about, I just learned like some new things about writing, and every time I go to AWP I always learn something new and think of things in a different way. And one thing that I learned that I think I was already getting to was that in order to write a novel, you have to write short stories. And that is the easiest way to learn how to write, is by writing short stories, because then you have a smaller playground, a smaller canvas to experiment with, to play with, to figure out like how to write a full character arc, to figure out endings. And yeah, so I'm not going to finish outlining this story, my ghost story. I'm still going to write it. And what's interesting to me, this hasn't really happened before, is I have several different scenes in my head that are all out of order, that I'm just going to start writing with these different scenes that I have, and kind of see what happens and where to go from there. So I don't want to finish the outline because I'm just ready to do some exploratory writing. I'm ready to just play around with the ideas I have in my head, the outline that I already have for the beginning, and these random scenes that I have like brewing in my head that I want to write down. I'm gonna start, next vlog is gonna be writing the first draft, and hopefully this will go a lot smoother than what this outlining vlog has, because this was not supposed to take like 2 months. So thanks for joining me in this vlog writing my outline. Be sure to hit subscribe to stay tuned for part 2, writing the first draft, and I'm also going to be putting out my AWP vlog soon-ish. Thanks for watching. Bye.